Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. A Hollywood love story falls apart. Nicole Kidman said something that shocked everyone. "I can't pretend anymore." For almost 20 years, people thought her marriage to Keith Urban was perfect. They smiled on red carpets, shared happy family photos, and seemed like the perfect couple. But there was a secret problem growing for years. In September 2025, everyone found out the truth. This wasn't just another celebrity breakup. There were secrets, rumors about another woman, and over $325 million involved. Their divorce story has everything: love, broken promises, and one of the strangest marriage agreements Hollywood has ever seen. So here's the big question: was Nicole really heartbroken? Or was this all planned to make her look good? If you like stories like this, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. What happened? For years, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban seemed perfect together. They were married for 18 years, raised 2 daughters, and owned beautiful homes. Everyone thought they would stay together forever. But in late September 2025, everything changed. On September 30th, Nicole filed for divorce in Los Angeles. The news spread everywhere, on TV, websites, and social media. Fans were shocked because the couple had just posted happy family pictures. But here's the surprising part: Nicole and Keith had actually been living apart since summer. Keith had moved into his own house months before the divorce papers were filed. This wasn't a sudden decision; they had been splitting up secretly for a while. Fans were heartbroken. Many said things like, "If they can't stay together, no one can," and "love isn't real anymore." The perfect couple image was broken. Now all those happy photos from the past looked fake, like they were just pretending to be happy. Nicole's words, "I can't pretend anymore," weren't just dramatic. They were the end of one of Hollywood's most famous love stories. Problems behind the smiles. Nicole and Keith looked perfect on the outside. She's a famous actress who won an Oscar. He's a country music star who won Grammy Awards. Together, they looked successful and happy. But behind closed doors, there were big problems. One big fight was about a movie Nicole wanted to make called Baby Girl. She really wanted to do this project, but Keith didn't like it. Friends say he felt left out and upset about her choices. Another problem was their busy careers. Nicole was filming movies in different countries. Keith was touring and performing around the world. They spent months apart. This distance caused fights and problems. Then rumors started that Keith might have met another woman. Nothing was proven, but people began talking about it. This made Nicole's words, "I can't pretend anymore," seem even more sad. Maybe it wasn't just about being busy. Maybe someone broke their trust. By the time they divorced, it was clear. They had been pulling in different directions for years, until their relationship finally broke. The strange money agreement. When the divorce papers came out, people expected big fights about money. Instead, everything looked organized and calm. Nicole wouldn't get money from Keith, and Keith wouldn't get money from Nicole. Their houses and money were already divided through legal trusts. But one rumor got everyone talking: the cocaine clause. Some news outlets say that back in 2006, Nicole put a special rule in their marriage contract. Keith would get $600,000 for every year he stayed sober and didn't use drugs. If this is true, that would be about $12 million over their whole marriage. Important note, this has never been proven. It's just a rumor, not a fact. But people talked about it because it's such a strange idea that love and staying healthy could be part of a business contract. Whether true or not, it made people think differently about Nicole's words. Maybe "I can't pretend anymore" wasn't just about a broken marriage. Maybe it was about money and contracts too. In Hollywood, sometimes love and business get mixed together. And in this divorce, the line between the two became very blurry. The kids. When people read the divorce papers, one thing stood out: custody of their children. In Hollywood divorces, who gets the kids isn't just about parenting, it's about power, reputation, and money. According to reports, Nicole gets to have their daughters 306 days per year. Keith only gets 59 days. That means Nicole controls almost the entire year with their daughters, Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret. Those numbers tell a story. Keith, who spent years touring and making music, now sees his kids much less. For many fans, this made them feel sorry for Nicole and question Keith's choices. In Hollywood, custody is also about image. It influences what people think of you and can even affect your career. Nicole now has the power to raise her daughters her way, while Keith has to fight for time. With them, the numbers may seem cold, but they show who won this battle. Some people think this is fair, others think it's too harsh. Either way, Nicole is now in control. Public versus private life. The timeline of this divorce shows something strange. Just 3 months before filing for divorce, Nicole posted happy anniversary pictures on Instagram with sweet messages. But at the same time, Keith was already signing custody papers behind the scenes. This was confusing for fans. Was Nicole pretending to be happy even then? Was the anniversary post fake while their marriage was already over? Rumors made things worse. Tabloids talked about Keith's behavior on tour and whispers about another woman. Some fans even said he changed song lyrics during a concert in a way that hinted at someone new. Meanwhile, Nicole seemed very calm and in control. Just days after filing for divorce, she appeared at a charity event looking composed, as if nothing had happened. This sent a message. While everyone was talking about her marriage, she was already moving forward. What looked like a love story ending too soon was actually a carefully planned breakup. And fans began to see the huge difference between what celebrities show on social media and what's really happening in their lives. The smart exit. For all the emotion in this divorce, Nicole's sad words, the custody battle, the rumors, the actual paperwork showed something different: careful planning. Nicole didn't ask for any money from Keith. She stuck to their original marriage agreement, which meant no big court fights. Everything had been planned years before. On paper, Nicole got the better deal. She kept most of her fortune, hundreds of millions of dollars, and their best houses in Sydney and New York. Keith got his Nashville mansion and about $12 million from their agreement. What surprised people was how smoothly everything happened. The custody schedule was exact. The money was divided cleanly. Everything seemed planned out, not emotional. To many observers, it looked less like heartbreak and more like strategy. While Keith walked away with money and property, Nicole walked away with something more valuable: control over her image and the story people tell about their divorce. Controlling the story. In any famous breakup, the story is told in two ways: what actually happened and what people think happened. And Nicole Kidman seems to have won at controlling what people think. From the moment she said, "I can't pretend anymore," people saw Nicole as strong, not weak. She looked like a woman who gave 20 years to a marriage and finally said enough. That one sentence made her look honest and brave. Keith Urban, on the other hand, faced lots of gossip. Fans linked his reduced time with his kids, his touring lifestyle, and rumors about another woman to paint a picture of someone unstable. Fair or not, people's opinions turned against him. What made Nicole's strategy work was her silence. She didn't rush to give interviews or make dramatic statements. Instead, she let carefully chosen appearances and few words tell the story. In a world where saying too much can hurt you, her silence made her more powerful. Silence became her strength. She didn't have to fight Keith for control of the story, he just lost it by default. And in Hollywood, controlling the narrative often matters more than the actual facts. The final question. After almost 20 years, Hollywood's golden couple is now split up. Nicole Kidman's words, "I can't pretend anymore," have divided people's opinions. Some believe she was a woman finally breaking free, tired of a fake marriage and wanting to protect her children. To them, Nicole is strong, someone who chose truth over pretending, no matter what it cost. Others see it as strategy. The timing, the perfect custody plan, the silence followed by smart public appearances, it all seems too planned to be just emotion. To these people, Nicole's words weren't just heartbreak. They were designed to get sympathy and make Keith look bad. So what do you think? Was this a woman breaking free, or a smart plan disguised as heartbreak? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone. And don't forget to check out our next video about more Hollywood drama, because in Hollywood, love may end, but scandal never sleeps.